Progress in the Hades challenge is not that bad at the moment because we've reached new heights, namely position 26. Now, position 20 is still in the cards, but if it's not, I'm here for the experience basically, so for the journey itself. And I'm not exactly sure if position 20 is reachable, but if it is, then I'll take it. I'm happy to take it. So right now there are some tournaments going on because there is a fusion. You see this Minotaur that is needs to be collected, I think 16 times in total or 12 times, and there is another one. I don't think, once again, that this is realistic for this account. And even if it was realistic, it would not be necessarily sane. It would not really make sense from the perspective of the free-to-play challenge. So for this reason, I accept any copies of this unit that I have, but it doesn't really matter. It may eventually be just food to 6-star some of the champions, for which I'm gonna get some points. Now, let's see Skinwalker. I think it's Skinwalker. Here it is. So you see that I've gotten a couple of copies, namely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far, 5 copies, and I think there is a 6th one here. So far it's not that bad, but you need 16. And that 16 is quite a lot. Oh, and actually some champions are in the stash because right now I was a bit overly eager in like building some of the, or leveling up some of the champions because there is a tournament for that. I don't have a specific goal at the moment to improve, other than I'm still pushing for the Arbiter missions. Not necessarily to get Arbiter, but definitely to get these rewards. I'm not saying that it's like an all-out push, because I know that it's, for a casual player, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because then this means that you need to go to the arena every single time. For example, now I haven't done this for 15 minutes. And then let's see which are the easy battles. This one looks reasonable. So why not push for it? I've had this battle so far. I can already recognize some of the champions that are not worth attacking. If I see one, I will let you know. But so far, this is just the simple arena. And there, if you're like a gold +5, this means that you collect a lot more already. So 4 of these, and not just 4 medals, and not just 3 or 2. My original calculations were based on just 2 medals. Now, to attack Sun Wukong like 110k, that's a big question because my team power altogether is like 149k. So I would rather not dare do that at the moment. Unless, and that's a big unless the scores align that way. Because it's also advantageous to drop down and oscillate between 2. So okay, let's see what happens. I mean, I have more than enough of these coins lying around. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not gonna. Oh, it went really well. It went really well, actually. I knew that there is like a slight chance because of the affinity type. So eventually you can defeat really strong opponents as well in the arena. All right. So that's where the account is right now. You can see some progress as well. And this mid-game grind is kind of long, right? So there is no specific thing that I could highlight that, oh, this is the interesting, this is the big accomplishment, this is the big improvement. No, there is nothing. Champion development 18th, that's not bad. Great Hall 9th, that's really, really good considering that I'm hoarding like, how many? We can see that. Already 710 out of 800. So you just need 90 to move forward in the Arbiter missions. Faction Wars 11th. Some other contestants made some progress, but it's still a respectable position. Classic Arena 16th, Tag Team 25th, not bad, even though my team is not that good. I think like overall effort put in is like in the top 15, I would say. Top 15, maybe top 20. But with the lack of knowledge and noob mistakes, you see, for example, current fastest champion 44th out of 56. I can still make progress. Normal campaign is not bad. I would still need to complete it within like two weeks or so. Demon Lord quite good. Hydra really good. Dungeon. These are the bad ones. You see, so some others know better teams than me. That's why. So these are the dungeons. Kind of average. This is where I lose a lot of points. Especially these Iron Twins, Shogun and so on. And the event dungeon is basically frozen. You cannot improve it anymore. So that's the idea. And right now, you see that it's not an especially bad position for like this is my first ever account. It never happened before that I played Raid. At least until like level 5, level 6. Because obviously I tried it out in December for like 10 days just to see the mechanics, but there was no strategy in it. Now there is quite a lot. So the name of the game is to continue collecting resources and spending them efficiently. I think what I need to pay attention to is there is a summon rush right now. I'll have to decide today what else to get. Mythical Charm obvious, Chicken most likely, Haze Glyph very likely. I really want the Epic Skill Tome, and then there is just 300 more to get this. And by the way, when you have Summon Rush and you have Dungeon Divers where you get artifacts, that's called triple dipping, by the way. Dungeon Divers, you see, I'm gonna get these today, in fact. And there is another thing, and the other thing is in tournaments, champion training. There you go. These three combined come from the exact same pot, and the same pot is that I summon as many champions as possible from the shards, mystery, then ancient as well, as much as I need at the end. And after summoning all the shards, I do champion training with them and upgrade them as much as possible. And I do all this nowhere else but stage 12-3. Brutal. So you see here are the champions, I just rank them up, so I'll need some new victims to run and do 12-3. I would prefer some of the champions that are related to the fusion, but that fusion, as I said, it's not necessarily something that I could really target, because right now I have like 6 out of 16, and this orange or this purple is unattainable. How would we be able to attain the purple one? There is a summon rush. So 3500 is attainable, but 6100 is not. Simply because you see that it's like 20 points per ancient. So 35 times 20 is 700. And then I have like 1300. So it's 2000 in total. I can shoot up to... how many? It's too bad it doesn't even... 1930. So 3900 something. Not even 4000. Maybe XP barrel is there. And then to cover 2100 more, it's out of reach. Way out of reach. So, you know, those who prepared for a fusion, they were like better off. But obviously I didn't. Because I needed progress in the early to mid game to score the points that are time bound. So there are a lot of planning going on. I still have a lot of resources to spend though. And one other important thing is the daily login rewards. Let's see. In 2 days there is going to be 500 energy. And in a few days in Tag Team Arena there is going to be some energy as well in there. Let alone the monthly quests. So picking up these extras is important. Unfortunately for the Summon Rush, this shard won't count anymore. For the Summon Rush, this one won't count anymore either. because we need 5 more days to complete this. For advanced, there is nothing else either that we can pick up. So shard wise, we're not that well off. And that's the progress update, still in the mix, and I'm learning a lot. Let me know in the comments if you prefer keeping this account running after the 3 months challenge, or if that's it basically. So after the 3 months, I just retire the account. I haven't decided what to do. If there is anything interesting to show, I will keep the account running. If not, then I won't.